ain't got it. Broke, fat broke. We ain't got it. Don't spend no money, ain't got no clothes, ain't got no cars, ain't got no hoes. We broke.
Ladies and gentlemen,
We're now listening. 1, 2, broke. We broke.
And welcome to another episode of Two Broke Twimbos. My name is Danny That Guy, aka Denias, aka the only guy, aka your girlfriend probably pities me, aka Danmo. And you look inside my wallet, it's more like Danless. You know, Phil, in these trying times, you need to see if you can try out your hand at different jobs, you know. I'm thinking about an auctioneer.
Step right up, people. Step right up. It's the man, the legend. He is holding at least 5 non-existent and non-valuable titles, none other than Phil John, a.k.a. Flip Floss, the big boss, baby. Feeds up me, Sexington Delovu, and of course, DJ Mukared, and not forgetting his other moniker, Filthy Phil. Good day, sir. How are you?
Okay. Yes, it's another episode of Two Broke Twimbos. We've got in the studio the man of the moment, Bryan Kadengu, a.k.a. Bryan K, a.k.a. Bryan, a.k.a. What else do people call you, man?
Bibo,
Brian Bibo, etc. David.
Really? Like you let them call you that? That's an acceptable name? Really?
I think.
What up, Phil?
What's up, bro? You good?
Indribos, singatomboiti.
So,
I will see you there.
Pane shortage in my headphones. Saka nchi ndinoona kukweleta my headphones. Saka in the meantime ndenchita yekubalancer.
Apana problem.
Yeah, so I'll be balancing. Saka chi iwo kauntaura ka osea kana half a second kuti ndidzimechi microphone kuti Phil ataure waiza.
Alright, Dilbo.
Phil wanzwa sorry. Phil, there's a shortage of headphones. So what I'll be doing is balancing until I get my headphones. I'm going to borrow some just now because I want to give Bryan his pair of headphones, and then you can hear each other as well as you and I can hear each other. Is that all right?
Yeah, you're not going to get there.
Exactly. Good. All right. So first of all, I think it's just worth mentioning that Two Broke Twimbos continues with its award-winning and inspiring forward movement. And in so doing, it is exposing the globe to some of the talent that is available in our very own Zimbabwe. Not only do we do so in sporting disciplines, congratulations to Andrew Peebles for coming first in rowing, but not winning a medal, unfortunately. However, we also do it musically. So we bring to you the crooner, if you will, Bryan K. So, my man, this is not a IC interview, a newspaper. This is not a radio interview. This is just people having a discussion. People who kind of know each other, etc., etc. And then obviously people who like your music and stuff can get to know more about you.
Bo.
Yeah.
Kawan.
As a singer, I thought you'd know how to use a microphone, man.
Bo. Kawan.
No, you don't have to make out with the microphone. Anyway, so I think we'll cover a whole lot of things, starting with your the beginning of your music, what you're working on, and besides the music, even just your views on things and what's going on and whatever. And the one thing that I also want to talk about with your manager Walter, who was supposed to be here, but somehow he's just disappeared into the ether. I also wanted to talk about the PR management side of things, etc. Okay. All right. Okay. Hold on. I'm going to get headphones. I'm not quite at my headphones.
This is just the professional outfit we have here, as you can see. Just very professional, very thorough.
These are quite nice, I have to say. Hello, Philip.
Yeah,
excited.
I'm ready to bed. I got 10.
Boo. Right. The first and most important question I have for you, Bryan, is: are you playing Pokemon Go? Exactly. I didn't think so.
Right. Now we know what type of person you are.
Someone who's clearly not serious about the most important things in life.
It doesn't even Pokemon. Bastard.
You know what? Actually, when you made Heavy Machine, I thought you were singing about Snorlax. I really did. But clearly I was mistaken, and I'm very hurt by that. All right, so obviously Bryan K is quite hot on radio and so on. And I also have a part to play that I will start speaking about halfway through the story. But let's start from the beginning, man. How did it all start for you?
I started doing music. Well, I've been doing music for as long as I can remember. I started performing professionally in 2007. I was still in high school.
When you're still in the womb.
Yeah, no, well.
Sorry.
Nanchiru High School, Liverpool, in Chinoy. I grew up in Chinoy. I think I'm from Mashonaland West. Saka.
My condolences.
Why?
I was stuck on the single.
All right.
He knows. I don't know.
So I started doing music 2007, like performing professionally. Ndichiriza Cat Hotel, Tichito, Piot, Mari Pichana, Chimbuchito, Panoneapo.
But what were you doing? Like mostly covers and stuff, aren't you?
Yeah. Then I was doing covers, and in that kuramche kisaka song angu inanda nakanyurandeka angari gospel akawandacho. So yeah, from there ndikatanga I would come here and perform kuma acoustic night. I think I talk ku German society kutokura basketball chino kitoresha man.
This is why we were still in school.
Yeah, when I was still in high school. And ndakaita like kuti my mom has always been supportive. Mama,
is she white?
No.
Okay.
She's black.
All right.
Dark skin, brown eyes.
Okay, all right.
So, yeah. And then 2012, Nagaita Starbrite.
Yes, this is the interesting part. So for 5 years, you were basically performing here and there.
Yeah.
Which, acoustic nights at the Cat Hotel, whatever.
Yeah.
Nothing major happened in those 5-year periods.
No.
Okay, not even one person.
But you're making decent money. Like, were you able to buy nice things?
Yeah, and I don't think my Jordans, because basketball was my first love. So, during high school, I told tinotamba basketball. When I told some buzz, Bryan arimere mpazi mavo maitoziva kuti ayo akaipa. So ndaitoita mari yekuti ndaikwanisa kutotenga chibhutsu dzangu ndega chiziva kuti so it was nice.
Okay, all right, yeah. All right, cool. So 2012 Starbrite, how did that happen? You had to apply, aren't you?
Yeah, definitely apply, but inini manje nandichiri kuchikoro.
I'll repeat that. Was 2007, 2008.
Carry the 5,
minus,
subtract the 14,
square root.
No.
Plus.
Okay, basketball was my first love.
So
they concentrate more on basketball. I was very good. I was one of the best from Mashonaland West. So I was very good in basketball. So focus on music, static. But ndaita because janchiri chinjo ngachiripo pamoyo pangu wowo.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then Starbrite, ndakaona ma advert pa TV. Vanakanduza, Bryan, you need to go for Starbrite. So I ndakangoti in 2008 ndakamboenda ku Air Academy. Ndaenda ndaimba, I remember pa majaji panana munhu andichiri kuremember ka. Akandirwadzisa moyo wangu uyu. Munhu anonzi Albert Nyati. So he said no. The other judges wakati yes. So
you needed a unanimous to go through.
Well, no. I had already gotten 3 yeses.
Okay.
So nandribo.
All right.
Yeah. So what did chiti chakufonera? Phone ko ingapinde complete. Apana phone ko yakapinda apa ndakangomirira mudara. Ndikuona kupa TV zvinhu zviri kutoita kaizvo. So varotofamba ka varitoenda ku saka ndaja. So Starbrite
I'm so confused. Wait. So you went on this competition. You got 3 yeses and a no.
Yeah. They were supposed to send a text. The second round,
why are they sending you a text?
They never did.
This seems very rinky-dink.
2008.
So plus there were males back then.
Anyway.
Males? Okay. So zvarambe izvozvo pakazoya Starbrite ndinongoti macompetition nsoda zvekupedzerwa nguva yangu. So I wasn't ndanga ndisimu ndandisiri kutoda kuita nezvazvo, but manje maauditions akaitwa pakati pewiki, saka ndobva ndawana chance kumbongotiza kuchikoro mbichana. So mba ndabva kuchikoro nditoti ndandikuda kumaauditions chichichi, mba ndatoorganize mota yekuchikoro, mba ndaperekedzwa. Aitirwa muchinoi mutown munonzi Cooksey Hall. Mba ndasvika mba ndaita song yaJohn Legend inonzi Stay With Me. Ndaita song iyoyo, I will stay, inonzi Stay With You. I will stay with you. No. Through the ups and the downs, I will.
Down.
Yeah, that one. But it doesn't and waspa. After that, but it a second round kwa Westgate. Was nice. After Westgate, bootcamp akaitwa kuma Shikadeyu.
So Starbrite was different from, it wasn't about going through, it was
about going through. Ndakaimba,
okay.
And yeah, vakatumirawo message yekundudza.
Well, this time it delivered.
Yakashika.
Okay, yeah.
So bootcamp, yeah, angari mawana. Because later mazuva ekuti they would wake you up at 4. Utongonzi we muimbe izvi mataka kuti munofanira kutongoimba. So and later I would only teach my lessons as an artist. You have to be ready.
So weren't you still in school? What?
I was still in school, Mdara.
So you actually took like a whole week off or something?
Yeah. And ndandamu final year yangu ye high school. Pazvakaitika izvozvo. So kuti moms wangu ka pandakazopedza ndakunyora my exams, nditota mazuva ekuti ndainyora exam maxen. And then to drive kuya kuHarare ndoita audition yeStarbrite Manheru. Ipapo tandita kuma semi-finals.
Move the
But
chair.
you know,
Move
right.
the chair because you don't know
All right.
Relax. Yes, I know you can.
So that's bad. So taita zvekutoti ndaitonyora exam maxen.
Yeah.
And then we'll drive to Harare kuno toita audition. So it was angairi tight. So my mom wakandondicheza kuti Bryan, you know what, ukafoira my exams ako andina pressure. I'm not expecting zvakawanda stereki.
You sure she's not white?
No.
Maybe you didn't check.
But moms wangu manje ka wangu wari murasta.
Okay, all right.
Okay, that make sense.
Saka wangu asina pressure kana. Ndaitowati ndikatowati mom ndoda kuita zvakati. She would make sure, because I grew up living with a single mom. Dara mino yawaita. So she would make sure kuti zvinhu zvese zvandainida ka ndanga ndinazvo. So anyway, zvaitika izvozvo Mwari ndobva wangopindira Starbrite. Watenda naye kuMash West Phil. Kumash West. Kuchinoi. So yeah, ndoyanga iri junior Starbrite here. And then after that, bandango move on, ndakutanga graft on ndakazvimirira.
So Starbrite yacho, I mean, obviously we see what comes out on TV. And it looks.
Do we then? Do we?
Well, okay.
Do we even have a TV?
Those who have TVs, they see what comes out on TV, and I would imagine it looks basically like, no, there was some songs, there were some judges, there were some votes. At the end, the winner comes. Is that really how it's like, or it's very much managed? And let me explain. Once upon a time, in my high school days, now I'm going to have money on the box.
Yeah.
That was such a funny episode.
Yeah, get it.
I still got the tape. I still got the tape somewhere in this house.
Really?
I still got the tape somewhere in this house.
Anyway, so fair. Most of the it's like a quiz thing, obviously. And in I was a bit of a nerd. So I don't know. I think I was doing quite well and whatnot. But it would get to a stage where I would be told to answer a certain way. I don't want to answer like that. And no, you have to answer like that. And then I realized, oh no, they are managing the appearance and they are managing the entertainment value and whatnot. So I'm also supposed to say some stupid things and I'm also supposed to get it wrong and whatever. So I remember there was a time I was like, I want money. Rans, no, are you sure you don't want the box? No, I want money. Cut the cameras. You have to choose the box. I want money. Rans, no, you have to choose box. Okay, fine. Roll the cameras.
Yeah.
Are you sure
And
you
we
want?
know Dan loves to choose the box.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so and the guy, all right, I want box. You should have chosen money. That you see. And then there would be times of like, okay, cut the cameras. Okay, now you're supposed to look sad. You know what I mean? So obviously we're managing the entertainment value. Was it the same with Starbrite that it really wasn't a competition like that?
Starbrite was what they'll do is like we had 70s night. Then we're given 5 songs to choose from. So you'll choose one song from artists isusu amwita Trimabonfrika. Artists anenge isingatomboziva kudhara ukoko.
Bob Dylan.
Imba song ningi. Okay. Ini nangu nandine like my mom has got very good taste in music. So takakuroti
As a Rasta, obviously.
vatachiza song ya Stevie Wonder. Isn't she lovely? But I barura singeti. Then tikaita Tuku night. So vangu vasingazotaura kukudza kuti no apa pa ufanira kuita so no. Vaigona ngoti tukuita masongs aningi nasi.
Okay.
So ipapo manje ndo panenge pane chi waiketa. Ndo panenge pane chi craft racho rese papa.
Okay, so guidance, Mijana. Okay, cool. Yeah. So you won Starbrite that year, 2012.
2012, yeah.
Was there a lot of publicity about it?
Yeah, there was. 2012, I got to a point kuti ndaiti ndichitofamba mu town. Mara ndodonza. Iwe. Itasotoni. Ndadeso mazino nonza. Ndiwo mfeso pa Starbrite keyo. Akunoseka guys. Nyayeni ngini yangu. Aisinyaya inosekesa. Maona, bosi kana makuseka. Aiwa. Okay.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Ndiyo wachitaura.
Sorry.
All right, so but it's a good look, you know. It can even be like your.
Aiwa, enti isusu true. Anyway, ndosangana nemunhu. Oti aiwo ndotokuziva iwo. And so it was very publicity because the first season yanga iri pa TV for almost 2 years. It was longer than zvaifanira iri.
The first season was 2 years long.
Yeah.
2-year competition.
2-year competition.
Dudes are getting old and dying while they still compete.
Because yakatanga ndiri lower 6. Ndikazopedza ndakunyora A level.
The competition finished after he got his BA.
Guys, mchandrovesa imi.
All right, I know. We're just trying to understand what happened. All right. Yeah. So 2012, okay, you win Starbrite. There's some good publicity. What was the prize?
I got a car. Papa my trips angaripo.
This is too good. Too good.
And I'm going to need a passport.
Okay.
Blood.
But my trips, they were there.
My trips angaripo.
What do you to passport?
That my trips angaripo. You need a passport. Those can't snap in.
Passport
is a 2-week affair.
$50 passport.
In the box, anyway,
all right. Okay, so you got a car. Doesn't the prize also include some sort of recording contract or?
There was a recording contract with Tuku, Tuku Music. I haven't used it yet. I'm still yet because it's still there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, what are the details of this contract?
Well, it's just recording with Tuku.
Like,
so it's
featuring.
It's not a contract, recording, it's a voucher.
Well, yeah, you could call it that. But you know, because my daughter just sound fancy by TV. You win a recording contract. But okay, let's call it an opportunity to record with
Tuku.
Yeah.
You better hurry up, man. I mean, I don't wanna sound insensitive, but
Dan.
Time is not on your side. It's basically what.
Yeah.
I'm just.
Yeah. Watch your mouth.
Okay, all right. Speaking of which, Tuku is going to be at Unplugged this year.
Yeah.
I saw it. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's more expensive. There was a raging debate on Twitter about
Was there? I didn't catch it. How much is unplugged? This one.
This time around, it's $15.
Okay.
But you can get it for it's $10 advance tickets. Yeah.
Problem being is unplugged is the same day as MI's first performance in Joburg. So I've seen Tuku like 5 times. I've never seen MI. It's a no-brainer.
Well, Phil, are you going to support local or are you going to sell out and go to Joburg?
Well, you see, local doesn't pay my bills.
Okay. All right. Can you see? Urkuona?
Zvakaoma.
This is why Phil was accused of heavily favoring other artists apart from Zimbabwe on the African hip hop blog. Anyway. I know. Phil arikuizia nyaya yacho, don't worry.
Oh gosh.
Anyway, all right. So there we go. Okay, cool. We've passed through Starbrite. You've won. Yay, over the moon. Then you said that's when you started doing craft. What were you doing then?
I've always music. So after Starbrite, I had that recording opportunity, but I said to I wasn't ready. So I said to myself, blaz, Maya. That's what I say. Funga about what it is you want to do and direction at October as an artist. Because ndakaona kuti ndikangomanyana nekuda studio ndichangoita marara ngori, and I believe in kupakurira vanhu ka zvinhu zvinatsoti zvakabikwa zvakanaka zvakanatsoibva. So ndakanzochita okay, give yourself time, don't rush, because you know how it is. After winning a competition, it was a national competition, and mazuva iwayo vanhu vaiona TV. Vanhu vaiona ZTV.
Shots fired. Jeez.
Mazuva iwayo vanhu vaiona TV. So pressure yacho ka vanhu vanengona vetsiko Bryan go album kochi. So I really had to think about it and make decision yangaina zori nemsoro. So ndafunga ngananzoti no, let me take a step back, breathe, and see kuti market yedu yakamira sei, zvii zvandingaite zvinoita kuti munhu paanonzwa kuti Bryan K anoona kuti amas uyu he's his own man, akamira ega, haasi kutraya kuda kutedzera ningi kana kuda kuita, because it's hard for my artists nenyaya yekuti kana wakakura uchiteerera someone you end up sounding like those people. Saka for me nangochita amas so let me take time to find myself. Ndinatsozviona kuti
you see ipapo dai wanga une passport ka waikwanisa kuita kana you know a discovery trip around the world, of a trip of self discovery unoza
passport chero yanga iripo asi mari pasina.
I want you were given ga
zviya ndandisina passport.
Brian, there's something not adding up here. Anyway,
this story is not making much sense, but it's okay. Carry on.
All right, okay, cool. So you decided to So you're saying that you wanted to find yourself or find your sound. What did that involve?
Performing a lot, because I would write songs and then experiment during live shows. See how people would react to them, because what I do is when I'm writing a song, I don't just write. Everything is intentional. So try okay, if I say this, one react to it. So this will work out. So process go performer and writing songs. At some point in time, I played for him before I recorded.
I once bought a Coke there.
And I played for him with my band.
Panika fridge karam reception. So sorry, go on.
And I played for him. I think Brian, you should change. Shakati. You should change. Shakati. And from average, I know zvandayifunga kuti zvinondibatsira ndikazvitora. So and I did that with a lot of people. One day, trust and you know, go to okay, this is Ndosonyandinaye. What do you think? What do you think I should change? What do you think I should? How would you make it better. What do you think I should do to make it better? So, yeah. And then 2014, 2015, I then recorded my first album.
Love stories.
Love stories, Baba.
Right. I would like to take over the narrative from here.
Okay, before that, Jen, I think
Yes.
we've glossed over a serious issue. I mean, Bryan has fashioned himself as a crooner, if you will, a ladies' man, a ballad expert.
Who
some
they
might say.
basically? No, I'm joking.
Yes, who are the special ladies providing the muse for these songs?
Patricia Kadengu.
Into Zamunwani.
Oh, yes, I know. Yes.
Alright, sorry.
Okay, so a lot of think my music is inspired by love. Love kuti in bedroom chete. Kuti hiyo chete. Love yakangotisa around isusu zvese zviri kuitika inini Dan, if I do something that you don't like, if you get angry, ukanditsamwira inini ndatoaffecta rudo pakati pedu tiri two. So it's inspired by
Oh, Bryan. Oh, I had no idea, man. Aiwa, aiwa.
So my music inspired by zvese zvingori zvakangotisa around izvi. So dzimwe nguva ndogona kuona kana kuti what's happening and upenyu hwemunhu ari close kwandiri, and I write about that. Then sometimes I do meet munhu yava special ondobata panonakidza ondiita zvinonakidza my creative juices angu ojungulukika.
Okay.
Ndoita sei ndonyora something like, for example, there's a song on my album called Tanya. Before matanga kutaura zvese I wrote that song for a very good friend of mine. A very good friend of mine, someone that I cared about, that I care about. So yeah, and then there's
Before I even knew your name, guy. Long before I even knew who Bryan Kadengu was. This person came and was like, Kune, someone wrote a song about me. No, Tinzwe. And then I heard the song. I was like, okay, all right, terrible. Then time, when you gave me your album, I was like, hey,
Wait.
they do it.
Dan is downplaying this. Dan is downplaying it because I got it. Oh,
ndikuziva hangu nyaya yake, but it's okay. Iripo.
the thing is, when Bryan wants to marinate a woman, Bryan writes a song, fam.
And
a
I
ballad.
marination
Bars and
yachoga.
everything.
I see if y'all understood, man. You don't even have to
Ultimate marination. All Dan had to offer was a few jokes for WhatsApp.
Anyway, so that was okay. That was the first time I came in contact with your music, but I didn't know who you were, and I don't think she even told me the name. She was just like, this guy did a song for me. Oh, I about Chichi.
Okay, question. Did you like the song Poga Enzo?
Well, I mean, I was like,
Of course he didn't.
who's
Oh!
who's this singing about Tanya? Honestly,
Oh, okay. Alright, ndaibat. Iripo.
I know.
You get the maths. You
Yeah,
get the maths. You can't. Ajit.
Aina maths, guys. Murutichi.
Aiwa, it's okay then.
Anyway,
In the house.
so then, Bryan came to. Did you have a manager back then?
No, I didn't.
You were just representing yourself, basically.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Bryan came to ZFM, and I had recently. This was what, around 2014.
2014. Yeah.
Bryan came to ZFM, and that time in Inner Law, we had a show that often showcased new artists. So Bryan came basically saying, I've got this new album, and I want an interview on your show. Yeah, we'll listen to it, and we'll let you know if we
But
like
I'm not love it, guys.
But you have to understand, every day,
But chimene chimboku ndasanambochitaura kapa ndinoziva kuti ndakarwadziwa.
Mira, every day on 15 wanopinda mudhom achiti toda interview. So what we say is, all right, tipe music and then we'll listen to it. And then if it's exceptionally good, we'll give you an interview. But the truth of the matter is, the interview normally goes to those who are already trending. When the music is popping, when it's blowing up, when my views by YouTube, it's gone to number 1 on the charts. That's when you call an interview. Unless it's something.
Then saw you as the enemy.
At the time,
album so
private property.
At the time, I didn't know. At the time, I didn't know, Angu.
This bastard guy.
Fair, I didn't know.
What he's doing?
Let me tell you when I knew that I've heard this guy before. That was when we'd already booked the interview and I was preparing for this. So I was going through your album. I was going through the songs and I played each of the songs. Okay, which songs they were going to play during the interview? Which one? And I play, guys, I've heard this song before. But anyway, so Bryan came and did that interview. Bryan, man. Inzwa. Give us your music. The interview was right. But Bryan Wacho, he was very as written the interview. Tell me what I have to do to get an interview. You'll get an interview the same way all other artists get interviews. We'll review your music if it's popping, and if someone feels it and whatever, then you can get an interview.
But what I wanted was to launch my album.
Yes,
on your show.
I understand that.
Because interview.
Let me tell you, what I was hearing was struggle singer wants his big break on radio, pasinagana ma receipts. And in fact, I didn't even know that you were a Starbrite winner. So Tony Friday is the one who actually came to me and he's like, this is the guy who won Starbrite in 2012. Okay, fine, but still,
how can you not know?
First of all,
ask the question.
First of all, I wasn't on radio when Starbrite came out. Secondly, Dansna TV.
Okay.
Yeah, we've already established that.
How wearing a newspaper? How only about Twitter? Was that
radio?
Anyway, basically, Bryan was very, how can I put it?
Determined.
Very determined and very, very tenacious. And even went to the stage where he actually spoke to the marketing team. Okay, if I want to book advertising time, how much does it cost?
I like this. I like Bryan. I like this Bryan. This is the determination Zimbabwean artists are lacking. I like it.
Bryan, don't pay. This is music. You're not supposed to pay for it as an advert. If that's what it takes. Anyway, I don't know whatever happened.
Bryan, this guy.
Dude, but
Danny, this guy.
Delani Magalima also sat down with you and said, Bryan, why?
But that was after.
But why did you just go and pay, Amana?
I didn't know anyone. Marketing team confused. I remember namona my manager. Hey, akapfeka kasketi kombreka anosvika munomu ndangoti chero kanzi bhadhara $500 unoramba sei.
But you see, the angle with which you took it was you were buying advertising time.
Because ndozvo ndakaudzwa pandakasvika ndikanzi no iwo kana uchida kuti chi tiri kuise ningirikini ndo package yatinayo iyi tinokuplayera handisiri ndakati ndoda kuita advertise ndakaunzwa kunzi tine package yakadai so tinokuplayera chakuti and then tokupa 30 minutes pasho yaningirikini.
Is Bryan uncovering a payola scandal on air?
Ndara pakabhadharwa mari more than $2,000.
Yo way.
Oh my way.
For mari yanga ndisina.
Alright. Mira tisata enda mberi. Are we okay to talk about this or?
Nah, kana pressure.
Because so when I heard, because basically you came and I think you spoke to the programming manager Tony Friday at the time. Then he's the one who gave me your music. Bryan, we'll review your music and we'll see if we can get you an interview. If we like the music, that you shine our foot because artists, I hadn't even heard your music. Anyway,
yeah.
Then Tony Friday came back to me that munu yaenda ono badra ku marketing uku ato book time as an advert. That's when I was now like, now I feel bad. Bryan, Inzwa, you don't have to do that. We'll listen to your music. If it's good, it will go on radio.
But Tani. Ingani music inouyaga yamuna ntsotogara pasi moterera kuti okay. Itra kuiterera.
At the time, honest truth, at the time, ZFM did not have a
listening
committee.
Yeah.
Now it does.
Yeah.
So now when music comes on to Gara
Yeah.
and say, okay, this is good, this is bad, this is good, every week.
Ini ndakatozviona kutoti panapa, you know what?
But at the time, it was still new things, and still people are still learning.
Yeah.
At the time, people were still deciding sort of on themselves, I like this song, so I'm going to play it on my show,
Yeah.
and I like the GG. So now there's a proper committee and whatever.
Yeah, but no get out she. It helped me vura my eyes. Because Ndobranas was not okay. Just one because for me, Mika, it was also I'm sure you get a lot of people who come one way and music so I don't blame you guys. So in the down okay. Kuti yaono kuti ndizira zvina nangu ndozofamba nemapatapata 2 months 3 months rikuteera izvo but chi
Watengesa mota.
tameka sure kuti chi
Bryan watengesa mota.
graph straight rock aiwa
Alright.
mota ichiripo iriko kumbawo.
Alright. Okay. So anyway, so once I heard, I was actually told now that you had bought advertising time, it was no longer nyaye programming kind of music.
Ende ndaitera radio say kuti ndoda kuinzwa. Ndakasainzwa chete.
So now it was marketing. Now it was advertising. So tatopiwa schedule yese kuti boys zangu. This is now an advert. A series song. So I know for player this time. That my way kind. That Bryan amana wabadra mari. All right, we had to carry pass it. And do you know I went?
So wait, hold on.
I went out of my way for that interview. I went out of my kuti no. Tonyatso fano buditsa kunyatso release album. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we went to almost track by track.
It was we played 3 songs.
4 songs.
No, 3.
We had
3. You played Marinjea. You played Usasiane Neni. And then you played Matida. Those 3 songs.
In that 30-minute period.
Yeah.
Tikari.
But it was good.
Because
remember ngati zvinenge singaitoti play achi.
Yeah.
Whole album. You know, zvimwe zvese zvakazoitika izvi. Bo.
Anyway,
So wait,
I must say I admire
I've got
the
a question.
tenacity to
I've
you
got a
know.
question, though.
Yeah.
So, in terms of the ad, when he paid for the ads, was he paying for like drops, billboards, or he was paying for the song to be played at this time?
They were playing drops.
Okay. Let me. Basically, we have spot ads. Spot ads are what companies pay, like jingles, 30 seconds,
Yeah.
1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. So what you were doing is you were paying for a 3-minute advert, basically. So,
And during the advert, they're playing the song.
so what you did is you basically played for spot ads. I'm sure they gave you heavy discounts because you're not a company.
Bryan Kadengu is an artist from a small town called Chinoi in Mashonaland West Province, Zimbabwe. Well, I started singing at the age of 11 when I was still in primary school. I used to sing in competitions, like
Okay.
That's too good. That's our best episode yet. This is the best episode.
So I still have the ad because people don't know what I'm doing. Makeshi's guy. Makeshi's
So for how long?
But it's
how
basically
long?
an EPK. That sounds like an EPK,
Yeah,
pretty much.
And that's smart. That's clever, man.
Yeah.
Tell me how long did you pay for that ad campaign? Basically,
I don't remember.
it can't have been more than a couple of weeks, aren't you? Maybe
I
a
think
month.
no.
More than that?
I think about 2 3
months?
weeks.
2-3 weeks.
Yeah, because remember, it's Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So you officially released, but the thing is, when you released your album, there were actually good songs on it. So over and above adverts or whatever, people were just playing your music.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So after your advertising campaign finished, your music was just on radio. Girl.
Yeah. Foka mbichana.
Brian.
I know it was on radio.
Songs
It was
like
on radio.
Marunjera, I'm now tired of that song.
Marinjea and Nyadzerudo.
And Nyaya Zerud, and Beautiful You Are.
And Beautiful You Are.
All right. So that was
Okay,
that was
I think we skipped over something though, Dan.
Yeah.
Who was you recording the album with?
Who was I recording the album with? I recorded the album at...
sorry, Phil. Just maybe not eat while asking questions.
Dan.
but
Control my desires.
All right, sorry. Who did you record?
I recorded MFD. Do you know what MFD is? Media for Development.
Oh,
in,
yes, Milton Park.
Yeah,
Oh,
another
of course, yes.
yes,
Yeah.
with
Just
Tammy
on-
Bima. He produced the album.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was mastered in South Africa. And a guy on the I've forgotten his name.
But you used live instrumentation.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, because I'd always wanted to record using a live band. So for my first album, I wasn't really looking at making money from it. I just wanted to do zvandakangobva kudhara ndichida kuita. So that was the whole purpose. Ngoti, you know what, I want to record albums zvakadai ndoda kuita masongs akadai ndozvandoda kuita. I'm happy because I've done it. Zvekuti mari ichazouya nechichi, it wasn't really yange isi focus yangu pa album.
Yakazobuda ere mani from the album?
Not really, but I've had vanhu vanenge vachitengo pano neapo. So
Okay.
yeah.
All right. I just want to make a PSA, a public service announcement. I know there's a lot of artists who listen to Two Broke Twimbos. If you're sitting there thinking, okay, yeah, maybe me, I can also pay radio and get buy advertising space and use that. See, the issue is you might just be wasting your money because if your music is not good, as soon as the campaign is over, no one's going to keep playing your music. So anyway, look, I admire your tenacity and your desire and your hunger. I wouldn't recommend that hangu as a method, but look, it worked for you, man. So
Yeah, look, it was, if I had been ndakataura newe before, I wouldn't have paid Mario. But I'm not regretting. Zvakaitika payapeka zvakaitika because zvaifanda kuti zviitike. Takatodzidzawo malessons. Dai ndisina kudaro dai ndisina kuzotaura newe, because we didn't only talk about izvozvo chete.
yeah.
I remember takazotaura nezvinhu zvakawanda.
Yeah.
Okay,
Men to
so
men.
Brian, yeah. So it was pane zvinhu zvokuti muupenyu ka unokwanisa kuluza toti $2,000 for lesson yange ichazokucosta pamwe kana 100,000. So zvinhu zvese, I believe everything happens for a reason, and ndina ma regrets at all. I launched album yangu zvandaida kuti ndiite, and for me that's
But
what makes me happy.
Hey. Yeah. Anyway, all right, cool.
Yeah.
So you just say you didn't make that much money off sales.
No.
Did you have it like on all the major platforms? And
We don't have a proper music
Distribution.
distribution channel. So zvinonetsa even izvi ndikuzoti ndakatengesa mari yakati ndikuzodaro ka ndike nchinyepa kana ukanzwa pane chataura kudaro kuti ndakatengesa no so this year we sold about 100,000 copies. Uzongoti no Brian
macheso akazviita ingowani.
macheso
Hey, one.
ndibashero, but because ndokunosangana newe ndanoti une CD rako iri aune chi $10 iya wandipa zvinoitika nezvekuti handichapfuura apo ndiri kuona mawings ayo, ndikuda mawings ayo ndatotenga. Waiziya shada fiyoyo ndatotenga, saka kuti ndinatsokipa record yekuti okay, kubva time yakati kusvika time yakati, nenyaya yekuti ndinge ndichitengesa ndega and brains angu hadzisiko koko
Pari kudiwa manager panapa.
as an artist.
Yeah.
And back then I didn't have manager, and I don't ndidzidza zvinhu, and I used to, even now I do a lot of research kuti izvi zvinenge zvinatsoitika muma streets. Waiziya.
Ko after that album and after the album launch and after you now got radio play, did it make a difference to your bookings, to live shows, anything like that?
It did. The day we launched the album, remember I gave out my phone number.
Yes.
Panigirigini. That day ndakatowana munhu akatonita tozotsa wedding chichichichi. Grafter akuita sei?
Yeah.
Ndakutoya, so it and vanhu vakawanda ndaito ndiri mukombi. Ndonzoparura usasiya neni ndoti ndijeso kauyo. Ndijeso So it was good. It was good.
All right. Cool. All right.
Wait. You won a car, right?
Yeah.
Go urukure makombi.
Makombi.
and you were what, but few inodhura few.
aiwa
ndinobvunza hangu.
aiwa zvinoitika mandizvoti nini ndaigara kuchinoika mazuva acho, so ndenge ndichiva kuharare ndichiva kuzoona Dan paCFM. kuCFM handina mari yandiri kuwana ikokoko, so it would make more sense for me kuti ndikwire kombi $5 kubva kuchinoi kuya kuharare ndokwira $5 kudzokera pane kuisa fuel
But
$40.
he's smart. He's financially smart. So I don't see how you'd be wasting your money on chicken wings.
So so ipapapo kandaitongoveya kuti okay, what chichandiri kuenda unoita, because unozva une mota futi ka, and I was young, unenge une vanhu vakawanda vanenge vachida angoti you know how it is.
Yeah.
I mean mastreets edmond takakuriramo, so for me zvinhu zvokuti ndaitarisa kuti okay ndiri kuenda unoitei, zvinhu zvandiri kuenda zvichaburitsa mari here yekuti inodzoka yefuel yacho andiri kuda kushandisa. So pambacho naikukwira even now pandiri kugara marare chida kupinda mutown chemaonona munhu dzimwe ndomika tisina kuti okay, I'll probably use $10 kupinda traffic yemutown nechichichiko ndikashandisa $5 ndikapinda mutown ndikanoona munhu andaona ndodzoka achirwadzi because makombi atakabva nawo kare ndari ende tichiri nawo, so for me it's not really hapana kana pressure.
I like this guy. I like the way he thinks. You know, this is the thought process our artists need. Dan.
Yeah.
This is exactly what they need to be doing.
It's basically what they need. Yeah. I also wanted to say, in just observing, because obviously I felt like no, Bryan Zappa show. So I was always following like your career and whatever, and I noticed it seemed to start out very slow, but then. Okay, he's now being booked to open Oku. He's now being booked to perform Oku. He's now opening for this act. He's now TGT. He's now TGT. And I think it took almost a good year before we got to a stage where you were now saying regularly, almost every weekend with a gig. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess the patience is also necessary that, people will hear the name and they'll remember, this is the guy from radio, Papa, and whatever.
Yeah.
I'll give you an example. Just the other day, I was speaking to a marketing manager for one of these big companies. And they were like, listen, we have a corporate event. Can you recommend for me an artist? There's Bryan K, but you were in SA. She shoot my video or whatever. So they're like, yeah, I know that guy. I've heard him on radio. And I think just being on radio, it won't give you money there and there or whatever. Or maybe royalties will come in 2028. But at least the name and the recognizability and whatever is there. So someone can easily say, no, he's on radio, so it's okay, I can book him for this or whatever. And I think you're also a crowd puller in yourself now. Even if a promoter can say Bryan K, knowing just the name Bryan K there means some people will come to see Bryan K. Yeah. So it's good, it worked out. When did you start working with management?
Last year, September.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
I'm working with Walter. Walter Wanyanya. Walter
Ngoma
Neosho. So Walter ndakatanga ngomuziva ka. Ngomuziva ngoti Blazi antauri sorry.
Yeah, that's really how we all know Walter really.
That's pretty much basically, it sums it up really.
So ndangomona nje pesa kana imona ndenomhoresa kana ngoti face into iziva ndakambiona samwe bobo. Then they came to Chinoi na Victor
Kunonga.
Yeah.
Victor K.
Then after that,
are you related?
No, we're not.
Okay.
He's Victor Kunonga.
All right.
Yeah.
Are you related to Heavy K?
Heavy K. Oh, ndi bamni heavy.
All right. Yeah. I thought so.
I got a funny story about Heavy K once. I don't want to tell it, but it's hilarious.
All right. So after ndamona nkoko panengo ya kwarare ndengufuro nchimuona shi take to Blaz murusese bobo. And then I think takango develop a relationship kongo takangoona kuti mashandiro atinoita tese takangowirana mukushanda tese, and then from there we started working together. Together tiri kushanda tese, and he's one of the best
at pushing your brand or something.
Semunhu besides even graft nichi, because for me kubva nditange nansati ndamboita manager. Ndamboita vanhu vanouya Brian, I want to manage you, want to chi, but nyaya yekuti ndakangokura kana ndakangodevelopa ndotanga natsokustata munhu unazoona kuti okay munhu my intentions akari papi futi tatanga kugrafta ona so ndaistruggle still nokufuna tsokuwana munhu kuti ndinoshanda naye tinonzwisana and that person understands my vision and where I'm trying to go as an artist. So I think with Walter, yeah, zvakangu ringana. On. So by Papa we've had a very good working relationship.
All right.
Yeah.
So, but you've only released one song under his management, though, aren't you?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Edible. And that song was obviously a next level hit for you.
Yeah. I mean, Heavy Machine, to be honest, Patakai, we didn't expect it to do as well as it's doing. To me, it was just, I'd always felt in my heart, we've got a lot of beautiful women, Danny, in Africa.
That's right.
I know you think that
a
way,
lot.
Brian.
No, we do, bruh. We have a lot of beautiful women.
Yes.
And they're not proud of who they are. They're not comfortable in their own skin. It's kind of try because this is Tugunzi, MTV munakanaka kadaiso. Saka inini mina nditese ndichuke ndiso vudzire blonde. Unzati tikada calculator ndaita ne measurement anchibunza yo how much do you spend? Tongoti pagore on weaves. That one chance mari yakawanda. So I'd always felt in my heart that no, I need to do a song to just celebrate the African woman.
The natural woman.
And look, you're beautiful just the way you are. You don't need to change. You don't need to try and, be
Conform,
like, yeah. So Heavy Machine, do buy a papa go to look, dark skin, it already bow. It already boasted. It boasted times on my yellow bone. Yeah, but guys,
not to say there's anything wrong with yellow bones, but I
nothing
understand
wrong.
exactly what you're saying.
Okay,
yellow bone men are disgusting.
A lot of people think when I say dark skin, Drugutai I know my heavy machine as my yellow bone. Kana wakazvarwa wakachuka. Inoona pane panoti haana kuchuka zvenema haana kuchuka zvenema. Kwete kuti haana kuchuka.
Not to cheek ladies, not to cheek.
So whether you're like complexion yakazarwa nayo dark, ine mashade akasiyana siyana. Waiziya. Haisi one yekuti ichete apa ndo ari kunzi she dark. So that's what Heavy Machine is about. Anyway, I was saying we didn't expect it to do as well as it's doing, and yeah. Tinotenda vanhu vanga vachifarira vachivhotera. I mean, it was on number one Pacific Panapa for about 5-6 weeks. Star FM, same thing. Now it's number one on Power FM, but top 40 hour for the past 2 weeks now. And it's in my life, I never dreamt I would have a song end up at number one.
So basically, it's safe to say, we can even almost say, if not necessarily now, but in the past couple of months, at some point, it was the biggest song in Zimbabwe.
Yeah. Well,
according to the urban radio stations.
Yeah. Which is
well done, man. I always saw this vision for you, I tell you.
Hey, wow. Look at him just jumping on his coattails.
Let me tell you one of the first things I ever said to Brian. That Brian was all release some music, and it's now on radio. So every time I saw him after that, like Dan, and school. Yeah, no, it's good stuff, man. Good stuff. Before Heavy Machine, you'd always done acoustic things. It was always very, jazz, crooning, singing. Heavy Machine is now, that's house, man. It's dance music. Was that a deliberate thing or was it an experiment? What were you trying to do?
It was deliberate. What I did is, I'd worked with Reverb before.
Yeah.
When I did my album, Beautiful You Are, the instrumental.
Yeah.
So, I need an instrumental. Instrumental. Then eventually Vazo, okay, here's Negrini, listen to it and tell me what you think. Let's work on it. I've got ideas. Vananyora the song, we recorded, Ikabuda to get into some text for mastering. I must say, they did an amazing job. When we even outside Zimbabwe listens to that song, the first thing they ask is, who produced it? And I say, some guys from back home, in the river, Ajiti. In Zimbabwe. But yeah, this song was produced in Zim, so they did an amazing job. And yeah, shout out to them.
Yeah, Tags does engineering for even Nigerian artists and stuff.
Yeah.
So we have a national treasure that we need to start taxing heavily.
Yeah.
So we can also try and make money out of him.
Yeah.
But all right. No, we appreciate. I also understand you were shooting the video.
Yeah, we're shooting the video about 2 weeks back.
What was the one heavy machine?
When
When they were shooting the heavy machines, freely roaming the streets.
we did a lyric video.
Yeah, I saw that.
We did a lyric video and with a few people. But anyway, on the video, because I don't know why.
Don't ever read YouTube comments if you want to be happy in your life, Wanza.
For your sanity, my man. For your sanity.
Whether on your own things
like
a lot of people, one of them got a heavy machine is they're a certain type of people, of women. But heavy machine is for all body. Why is that? It speaks Jakasiana, Kunaona Wakasiana. I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense.
I already know who I know who I think of when that song plays.
No, Kundai is a machine.
Yeah, she is. But I was thinking Hango of Boiti. But cool.
Which Kundai are we talking about?
Boiti is okay. She's not bad. But Kundai.
Brian has I think he has a little bit of a crush on Kundai.
A little bit.
Oh, Stephen Kundai. This is hilarious.
Anyway,
2 for 2, if you know what I mean, Phil. Anyway,
this is hilarious.
Heavy machine iri kutaura kuvakadzi vese whether uri mupfupi
kwete vese
no vese
aiwa Brian ngatiti serious kwete vese tingati a large array but kwete vese.
All right,
because I'm a you know.
All right, iripo kana since kuda kudaro. All right, kuti tisaya tizotemwa nematumbu.
Let me distance myself. Dan is saying that may I love all the women, all of them. You know,
that's not.
I mean, my track record speaks for itself, really.
Oh well, if you put it that way, yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, we shot the video in Durban, finding the right girl. It's like the production company, the company I eat a video ash. Try to explain, they're South African. So obviously
they just had yellow.
Shona, I had to say. Pekutanga mdada pakati kuvanhu vanzi vana vevanhu. One were nice, but yeah. So we ended up takutotsvaga hukumwe, and then we found this girl, anonzi Ona Lerona. She's a model. She also does TV stuff, what. And she agreed to be a part of the video. And we went to Durban. We shot for 3 days. It was a lot of work. But it was nice. And we are hoping it will be ball.
When do you plan on releasing the video?
I think end of next month, end of September. Visual.
September is after August.
Yeah. So end of.
In Naangu, as someone who doesn't know about music from the making it angle, I just know from the other side, the consumer and part of the engine and GGG. I have always had a very firm belief that the music video should be coming out
at the same
very
time.
Close to the release of the song.
Yeah.
You know why? Because, like you said, your song was number 1 on ZFM and Star FM a couple of weeks ago. It's number 1 on Power FM now. By September, people will be listening to something else.
Yeah.
And
Pam.
the number of views that you possibly could have got at your peak
Yeah.
is different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And those views are important because now you've made that video.
Yeah.
Now you want to move on to the next one. And if you can say, look, I have got 900,000 views.
Yeah.
It's different to I made 90,000 views. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's just that's if you're just using views as a measuring stick. But
Because even now, the truth is, people no longer really listen to music. They watch music.
yeah,
So that was our plan. Yekuti Tite and Green to release the song and video, but then, yeah,
budget.
and actually, we just wanted to do a very good video. Yes, and we wanted to make sure.
Now, Phil,
sir.
have you ever seen a situation where the music video comes out months after the song release and it works out well?
Yeah, it all depends on the market. If you look at, comparing America and Africa, it's like apples and oranges. But even in South Africa, it happens a lot of times. Even in Nigeria, think about this: AOJ still hasn't dropped his video yet for Number, and that dropped 6 months ago, and he's still talking about releasing that song. In fact, no, it dropped a year ago. What am I saying? It all depends on the market and how eager people are to see the video, and also what the marketing efforts around the video is. If you drop a dope video, even if it's a year after the song drops, and you push the video, people will watch it.
But no, that is imagine. Then it all depends. Like Phil is saying, it all depends on how you push it. For marketing up, because iwewe wakagarepa papa yo. Nekungwarisa kwakweta uko. Unogona kuconvince munhu kuti chinhu chewhite ndiche black. Utozvibelieve. And unogona kutengesera anyone anything. Waiziya.
If that was
So-
true, I would have money. But anyway.
Aiwa, because ausotwa ndiri kutaura mukati meupenyu hwako. Izvezvi ingoti I receive chete. So, Tambira.
All right, that time. Keep going.
So it just depends. It just depends nokuti zvichapusha zvakaita sei. But we're hoping a lot of people are looking forward to the video.
All right. You heard it first right here on Twimbos. End of September. Heavy Machine video. It's already been shot, huh?
It's already been shot. Wakutotanga kuedita kubvisa zvakati nechichi. Yeah.
All right. No good. I also have inside information that your follow-up single to Heavy Machine is also ready and waiting for release.
Well, it's not ready, but we've started working on it.
Okay.
Yeah, we started recording.
Can you tell us what it's going to be called?
Sare chanzi ndatenda oro chiuya. I mean, pakati pemutumba nengiriniwayo.
All right.
Yeah.
I know it, boom. Okay, cool. We see you, man. I also wanted to talk about the difference. Okay, now you have Walter managing you.
Yeah.
Do you see a big difference between before management and afterwards?
Yeah. Yakakura singaiti.
How?
Look, a music manager, a lot of people zandunoona from experience from vanhu vanouya vachimboti Bryan toda kumanager nechichi. A lot of people think kana iwe uchindimanager uri boss wangu. And unenge uchindiudza kuti pako ndipe kuti okay panonzi show wotichedza kuti aiwa pane mari yakati inini ndiri kutora 30% yangu kana kuti 40% yangu ugara usingachage basa. And that's what a lot of people do. But with Walter, look, even ukatarisa kuba September last year kusvika izvezvi, the honest truth is I don't think I would have managed to achieve the little that I've managed to achieve by time iyoyi if it wasn't for him. Waiziya. If I didn't have him as a manager, I don't think I would have
Yeah, but you've done
able to-
stuff. Yeah, like you opened for Mikasa.
I opened for Mikasa. I opened for Tuku.
Opened for Tuku.
October last year. I opened for Mikasa. I performed with Anne Kansime. I didn't just open. I performed with her. A lot has happened, man. Right now we had a song. We've got a song and getting number 1. Munyika. So it's really looking good, and he's done an amazing job.
Yeah, now you've been on Two Broke Twimbos, Zwatopera so.
Wona.
This is the
Opened
peak
it on
of
my
your
chest,
career
so-
right here, my guy. Savor this moment. Savor this moment. Wapinda.
Because some artists, when they were no one before they went on Two Broke Twimbos. Now look where AKA is. Look where Casper and your vest is. Yeah. It's what we do, really.
Look at Stana. I mean, what has happened since? You know,
This is a boost, a bump in your career. So well done. You know, this is you can put it on your CV with the pinnacle of my achievements. I was on Two Broke Twimbos.
Thank you.
yeah.
I know.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I know. I appreciate that. Was quite an interesting story, and I think this was a good episode. Are there any other questions you wanted to ask, Phil?
I think we've really covered the gamut of it, from relationships to payola to videos abroad. I mean, Bryan K he's a young artist with an exciting story, and we look to find out more in upcoming chapters.
But usa urega.
Ewe.
All right. Yeah, because the fame and the lights, man.
Okay.
So far, I've managed to stay strong.
Alright. Saka mina ndikudzi chimwe chinhu.
Yeah.
I'm also brand ambassador for UNFPA, a program to safeguard young people. So
Wait, I spoke to them and they yeah. Oh, okay.
So for me, graft ranguka arisingorere kuti patinge tiri koko tichiita zvinhu ndo pandinge ndingori munhu. So I have a lot, like right now apana kana munhu aripo anokwanisa kumira achitaura kuti Bryan mukomana wangu what, not because apana my options, but I've just made a decision in my life. No, there's a lot of options, man, but I've just made a decision to say, you know what, apo ndo pandoda kusvika apo, and kuti ndipasvike handisi kuda zvinhu zvakadai so waiziya. So mdara chokwadi ndichoti vasikana havadi munhu asina mari. So if I don't work now, and unfortunately,
I know it.
Unfortunately, my industry hapana ma guarantees. Kupera kwemwedzi ndiri kuwana $10 kana ndiri kuwana chi. I need to work now. Ndichiri neto energy so ndichiri mfana so. And then kumberi uko tozoona zvekuti toita sei nezvema relationships zvinhu zvechi. But right now my focus is just music.
Yeah, we appreciate. I appreciate it. Bo.
Yeah.
No, thanks for coming, man. Thanks for sitting down with us. I don't know if we put one of your older songs at the end of the episode. Even if we put Heavy Machine, it will be a problem. We'll get takedown notices.
No, wait, Heavy Machine is Sheer, right?
Is it on?
Are you going through Sheer Publishing?
No.
What are you going through?
Ngoma neosho.
But Ngoma Neosho goes through Sheer. It's fine. Then play it. It's fine.
All right. So we'll end the episode with Heavy Machine, and I think just the usual, subscribe, like on Facebook, follow on Twitter, Two Broke Twimbos. Check out the website every now and again, every day actually, www.twobroketwimbos.com, and yeah.
Yep, that's right, guys. That's right. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter as well. That's Phil Chard, PHILCHARD, and Danny, that guy, DANNY THATGUY. Hey, I spelled it. I'm amazing. Don't forget to follow our public chat on Viber. That's search Two Broke Twimbos. YouTube, Facebook, TuneIn. We're also on TuneIn if you subscribe to your podcast via that app. Stitcher, if you listen to your podcast on Stitcher, we are there too. Podcast also available on YouTube. So, guys, we really are everywhere.
Yeah.
You
also
cannot turn around and not find us.
I want to give a big shout out to on Instagram. Is it Curate Zim? Thank you, Curate Zim. They They say that, every now and again they will recognize several blogs. And today they gave a special shout out to Two Broke Twimbos. So big shout out to Curate Zim. Hanzi, during our blog crawl this afternoon, we came across the award-winning Two Broke Twimbos, a blog run by Phil Chard and Danny That Guy. Check out their latest posts and support local. Thank you very much, Curate Zim. We appreciate your recognition.
That's great. That's great. In fact, Dan, I think we should make an effort to do a 263 Connect day on Snapchat, just to
show off our struggle and our poverty. Hey, excuse me.
To show off what we're doing in these streets, because we're out here doing the thing.
We're hustling.
You know what I mean? Yes. Speaking of that, I would be remiss not to mention it, but have you seen that video of the pastor in Detroit, Michigan?
The parody.
That has to be, without a shadow of the doubt, the best video made by a Zimbabwean ever.
Listen, I got a mild chuckle out of it, but I don't understand why you find it so funny, man.
Dude, I found it hilarious. I mean, Detroit, Michigan, the home of Eminem, the rapper. Last night we went to McDonald's. A double burger is $1.30 here. It's a different life. We're drinking water from the tap.
I mean, it was like mildly funny, but why are you dying?
Plus, the impersonation was so on point, though. You gotta admit, the impersonation was dope.
It was actually pretty good. Yeah. All right, listen, we're out of here. It's been a pleasure. Bryan K, shout out to you for coming through. Big shout out to Walter as well. Management, things. And waiting for that Heavy Machine video to come out. Stay locked to Two Broke Twimbos, because we'll obviously have it as soon as it comes out and post it up.
Yeah.
But that's it, yo. So on that note, I think we can safely dismiss ourselves and we are out.
Night, guys.
We broke.
Hey, whoa, yeah. Kiriba. Yeah. Dinemos kana akanaka. Ane muviri wakavakwa zvakanaka. Ane ganda ritema, haana kuchuka zvenema. She's dark and she's proud. I'm proud to call her my lady. She's my African queen. Her beauty is so real. Dark skin, brown eyes, hair so natural, the heavy machine. She's my African queen. Her beauty is so real. Dark skin, brown eyes, hair so natural, the heavy. Oh, the heavy machine. Conversations always making sense. Whenever my spirits are low, her smile brightens up my day. She completes me, always there to pick me up when I fall. She completes me, I'm proud to call her my lady. Her beauty is so real. Dark skin, brown eyes, hair so natural, the heavy machine. She's my African queen. Her beauty is so real. Dark skin, brown eyes, hair so natural, the heavy